When your first reaction is to be mean, but remember you're single and over 30.
Do you think a relationship is better if you're more invested or if you're more invested?
100% if the guy is more invested. It has to be the guy is more invested.
Why? Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. I just feel like psychologically, I feel like the men should always chase the women. Traditionally, you know, obviously women can come first and say something to the man and be interested first, but I think for the relationship to work, the men always have to be more interested in the woman.
Is that how he got you, by chasing you?
110% on his hands and knees. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So he begged for you, basically.
Yeah, we broke up for a little bit, and for a little bit, I mean like 2 years.
So it's fair to say that he was simping over you?
Yes, 100%, yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Should a man or a woman be more invested emotionally?
I say neither. I think they both have to be equally invested in order to make it work. I think it's kind of one of those sayings, like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So it's like, I can chase her all day, but if she doesn't put any effort, then I don't get anything out of it.
Right.
Same goes for the other person. So both people have to be, you know, I hear the term 50-50 a lot, but I think both parties have to be 100-100.
What's happening in 2023?
Nothing.
You about to just sit at home all day
Pretty much, yeah.
and eat cereal?
Probably.
Just remember that you're the prize always.
Say that one more time.
Just remember that you are the prize.
Yes.
That's like his golden slogan for me.
Yeah. And what does that mean for you in relationships when you're like, I'm the prize? What does that mean?
It just means not compromising like my values, my happiness, my peace, not settling for less than what I know I deserve, and not being afraid to walk away from a situation if it's like no longer serving me.
Okay, would you describe yourself as a feminist?
Yes.
So do you believe in gender equality?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so how do you reconcile believing in gender equality, but also holding men to their traditional gender roles of paying for the first date?
Well, I'm just saying that's my personal view. A woman being a feminist is just doing whatever you want to do, and not being bashed by society for that. And obviously, like standing up for like women's like rights and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just feel like this question's really dense.
If you believe in gender equality, don't you think you ought to split the bill on the first date?
No, because my main concern with gender equality is through, like, yes, in society, like fixing that, and through like the system. But yeah, I don't, oh my God.
Why do you think most relationships fail?
Because most girls are hoes, for being honest. Like, I mean, you look at it time and time again, and girls are cheating on dudes. I mean, I got cheated on. So it's just like, it's just what happens. I mean, guys cheat too, obviously, but there's always someone who's cheating, usually. I mean, not always, but typically, yeah.
What do you think led up to your girl cheating on you?
Shit. That's a good question. I would say it's because she's just a whore, if I'm being dead honest, and I looked through it, and I mean, there's a lot of people that are just, they're hoes, so.
Somebody tagged me in a post, and the post said, how do black men grow up with single mothers and don't have respect for black women? Let me tell y'all a story. I was talking to a woman some years back, and I gotta say talking, I can't even say dating, because it was really just something casual. But she had kids. One of her sons was like 17, 18 years old. I get a text message at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about come through. I think the house is empty, so I show up for Bible study. Long story short, praise and worship starts getting extremely loud, and the headboard starts hitting the wall, and she says, oh, we gotta be quiet. My son's in the other room. Whole time I've been banging on this man's wall. I ain't even know it. I ain't signed up for that. Low key, I felt bad for Buddy. The next morning comes, I hear him washing dishes, walking around the house, talking to his homeboy about playing Call of Duty and all that. It's time for me to go, and I say, hey, I don't think it's best that your son sees me. She says, oh, he'll be all right. I'd even taken into account how any of that may affect him. And it concerned me because how many men has he seen come in and out of his house like that? How can he respect another woman when a random man cares more about his well-being than his own mom? A lot of times y'all ask that mother respect question assuming that the mother was respectable.